Short, sweet, and effective. Good morning, Facebook Live. Good morning. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning.
How we doing?
Hanging in there.
Right on, right on. Let's take a quick minute to share this. Like it, love it, share it, and then let's get started. Today's graduation day for you, huh?
Yep.
That's
Finally.
exciting. That's exciting, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Considering we thought most of them wouldn't happen. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
You pretty
July
excited?
31st, it's history. It's the first time that they didn't finish out school and didn't have yearbook signing, no senior skip day, and then graduation is in July 31st.
Senior skip day.
And we're gonna have 4 people per family. It's history, man.
It's pretty exciting. I'm sure we'll see some evidence of it on social media. Would love to see the pictures. Love to see the pictures. Love to see the event. It's pretty awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I had one of those, and sure in about 5 years I'll have another.
Yeah. This is number 3 for us, and then we still got 2 more.
All right, awesome. Well, good morning, man, and let's get started. We don't want to hold you up. I know you got a lot of stuff going on today, and it's Friday, the last Friday and the last day of July. I figured we'd have a post saying goodbye, July. It's been a good month for me. How about you?
It's been good. It's been difficult, but it's been good. It's there's a lot of deals that are taking some time, but it takes patience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to be patient. So
absolutely patience and consistency. So what I thought we'd talk about today, spend a little time talking about today, Carlos, is how we can generate some business this coming week. So it's the end of July. We're saying goodbye to July. So I thought it'd be good to get back onto the fundamentals of, some real quick and easy ways to generate some business to make sure we got the next 2 or 3 months going strong. And obviously those of us that do this know this is something we're supposed to be doing anyway, right?
That's right.
But thought we'd take a few minutes just to kind of talk about, some real easy ways to generate business. We've talked about it before. The first one is Got Phone. And, we've talked about before all the contacts we've got on our telephone, all the people past, present, that are in our phone. There is a multitude of prospects that we are walking around with. How many contacts did you say you had in your phone, Carlos?
2,300.
2,300 contacts. So that is 2,300 people that you can immediately reach out to start generating some business if you needed to.
Yep.
Doesn't take long.
Always got to be touching that cell phone.
That's a great prospect.
Jennifer, I had an app that I had an app that was forcing me to use my database, my phone contacts, and it was you don't realize how much you don't use your phone to contact people.
Mm-hmm.
This app was literally forcing me, because it kept up with it was part of my real estate. And so it kept up with this person listed. And so then it made me think, look, if I would have reached out to that person, then I would have, been in front of that person. Doesn't mean I would have got it, but at least I would have been in front of them. But it really it really opened my eyes, because, every day it reminded me if somebody listed something or if there's a potential of somebody doing some kind of real estate. I don't know how the app works, but it is a really, really cool app. But it really forced me to do my database. That's all that app was for, is my contacts in my phone.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
So,
nothing wrong with that at all.
People don't realize, even me, people don't realize how much you can start with just the people in your phone.
Just in your phone. Next, you can reach out to 20 or 30 of those guys a day.
Yeah.
Quick text message. Let them know what you're doing. Also on this list, talking about got F and family, right? That's got friends and family. Hey, what a great way to use your contacts. Reach out to your friends and family to make sure that they know what you do. Hey, you know
Right.
what? Hey, listen, I just wanted to reach out and let you know I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm doing real estate now. How are you doing? What are you doing? Is there anything I can do to help you? Right. So if we've got a phone, we've got friends and family, we've got so many contacts in here, we have an opportunity to generate business and to generate leads right there, just right there with our phone,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um,
Yeah. It's a good way to do it. You got to start with, friends and family. So
yeah, absolutely. They should all know what we do, right? All
that's
of our
right.
friends, all our family should know what we do. We should know that we've started doing something new, or we're still doing it.
Yeah.
I had two stories I was going to share with you. One is my neighbor. My neighbor, not far from us here in my neighborhood, his wife was looking at doing a refi, and she mentioned it to him, and he said, "Well, that's what Steve does." So all of a sudden this week, I get this text message and this call to, "Hey, call me. We're looking at doing a refi." And that's only because that my neighbor knew what I did. Right, our kids went to school together for the last 4 or 5 years, and my neighbor knew what I did. Right, so making sure that they know what you do when the opportunity comes up and presents itself could potentially lead into a deal, right? Just because they
Right.
know what you do, right? So friends and family, neighbors, that we talked about that in terms of owning your hood, knowing what you're doing. So friends, family, and phone. That's 3 of the 5 that we've got today, friends, family, and phone. What about social media? Carlos, I know that you participate very well in social media. Uh, tell me, Carlos, what platforms do you avoid? Are you on all platforms?
No, I'm on all, man. If there's something new, I'm on it. Um, the funny thing is that people don't realize, and the reason, and I sat here and I thought about it myself. People always tell me, "Oh, this works," and I'll listen and I'll do it. But for me to get started, I made sure all I do is Google. I Google social media, right? Social media platforms, and you'll see and you go to the images and you'll see a bunch of platforms, and you'll see a ton of platforms. And so then all I did was look at the platforms, and guess what? I just started going there. I Googled it, I signed up, and I filled in the blanks. Um, but I made sure I'm on all the platforms. You got to be on Facebook. You got to be on. Speaking of that, Facebook. I had another agent say, "Man, I just shut off my Facebook." I looked at him funny, and I'm like, "What? What do you mean you shut off your Facebook?" And that's what I said to him. I'm like, "What do you mean you shut it off?" And he's like, "Well, I didn't shut it off, but I just deleted the app off my phone." And I'm like, thinking in my mind, "Are you crazy?"
Right.
And I'm like, but I said to him, I'm like, "Why did you do that?" I said, he goes, I just can't. He goes, I spend 2-3 hours a day on the social media, and I just can't. I spend too much time. I need to do other things. I said, "You're right. You do need to be disciplined." I said, "From now on, you don't think of this tool as I'm going to search and see what's new or what's going on. You need to think of this tool as a business tool, and stop searching on there just for fun and play games and figure out um, what's going on with people's lives. No, it's a tool for business." And
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You need to get back on that tool, and you need to start using it for business purposes." Now, you can share your personal lives too, but because people are interested. I mean, like you
Yeah.
said, I'll share. People are going to want to see my kids. I got family on there that that
Mm-hmm.
that aren't in the area that would love to see pictures of Caleb graduating.
Mm-hmm.
So all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You might not be good at it, but at least you got to get on it, and you got to start using it. Look at you. I see you on Twitter now all the time, and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just rocking that stuff now. I see it all the time, and that's what I've been needing to see. I mean, even from you, it's like, you weren't on there before, and it's like now I see you on it. I see you using it, and I think you got something out of it, right?
I did. I've got a couple deals out of it. I've gotten a realtor that's reached out to me. I've gotten a relationship I established long ago on Twitter, and I've gotten a couple deals out of LinkedIn just by having that presence. And I haven't been. You're right. I haven't been on there. I haven't been on there much at all.
Right. So, but the thing is like people don't understand is that that realtor that you met isn't just a one-time deal.
Right. Right.
It's multiple
Right.
deals.
Multiple deals. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's not
It
just
is.
a one-time thing. Yeah, you might get one or two. Like every day, I always get somebody new. Somebody messaged me the other day that says, "Hey, I need some business cards." And I had somebody else that messaged me and says, "Hey, I got a new business that I'm starting, and I need some help with some logo work. I need some help with, business cards and marketing material." And so they're sending that over. But yes, but that might be a long-term customer. You know what I mean? But yes, you have to be on social media using it.
Mm-hmm.
Instant messaging, you got to use it. You got to be disciplined enough to not sit there and search and look at the drama or look at the gossip that's going on in the country.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is there for your business reasons. If you want to use it, if you want to spend hours and hours on Facebook, that's fine. But at least he realized, I'm spending way too much time on it. He
Right.
goes, I could spend 3 hours just searching around. Well,
Yeah.
that's the wrong thing to do. That's
Right.
why I say you can put it in your schedule.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that schedule doesn't need to be just Facebook. That schedule
That's
needs
right.
to be all your social medias,
All
your
our social
Googles,
media.
your platforms, all your
Yep.
websites, anything
Yep.
that you need to update. You need to do that in that time frame.
I have, I think I have shared with everyone, I know I've shared it with you before as well, exactly what you just said in terms of allocating some time to it, and being intentional with it. So, at least one of my days of the week is my day to do some social media presence. And that doesn't mean I'm going to exclude all the other days, but that's the day of intentionality, right? That's my day of being very intentional with it, and so, and I can go across platforms. So I'll bring this over to the screen and I'll show everyone again. I've gotten my days of emphasis broken down: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And, right here on Wednesday is when I have allocated for my social media day, right?
Yep.
I've got, following up on leads. I've got realtor updates on files. I've got social media day. I've got reaching out to past clients, referrals, checking in. And then I've got realtor and pre-approval day and follow-up Friday. So this is my week at a glance schedule of what I'm going to do and my intentionality, my periods of intentionality with the times that I'm going to block out. So pretty much, when someone reaches out, if they try to reach me in these time frames, they're not going to get me because I'm going to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. They're not going to get me. It's intentionality.
And that's a big and another thing is everybody will learn. You gotta and you gotta learn too is that you have that on Wednesday and that's great. That's awesome. And that's what you need to do. But you also got to think, okay, on Wednesday at that time, that's all you're doing is that. So everybody starts seeing it on that day and that's all it is on that day. And obviously you do it other days, but you have to, that's why when I do it in the mornings. I also do it in the afternoons and I also do it in the evenings. So it's at a different time of the day every day. Because if it's just that Wednesday day at that time, you might not be getting everybody, because there might not be very many people at that time.
Right.
I know in the mornings, bright and early in the morning, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., when I'm doing it, I know that people are just getting up. I know people are getting up, rolling over, grabbing that phone and searching social media.
Yeah.
And so I do it in the evenings, I do it in the afternoons, 2:00, 3:00 in the afternoon, 2 or 3:00 in the afternoon, 4:00 in the afternoon. People are like, okay, it's about time to go home. It's about time to leave work. I want to check my social media before I work. Some people only check their social media during business hours,
Right.
So they're like, okay, I'm about ready to go home, so I need to check my social media. So that's why I do it in the midday, and then in
Mm-hmm.
the evenings, after dinner when they're sitting there watching TV, they're searching social media. So that's why I have my different times every day, um, doing something new, so
Yep.
that way people see it at all times.
Absolutely. And then the other thing you've got is you've got that function and that feature. If you got a Facebook business page where you can schedule posts. So
Yep.
part of what I do on that social media day is I'm scheduling posts, and I'm doing exactly what you said. Some of those posts go out in the morning, some go out at lunchtime, some go out in the evening. I'm scheduling posts. So a lot of the posts that come out off my business page are scheduled posts, right? But I do that because I'm allocating that day. I do that. The other thing about social media is group up, right? So, join some groups, build some
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
Build some relationships, build some trust with some other people, learn what they do, what they need, So get in some groups, social media like Facebook has plenty of groups. There's a huge ecosystem of opportunities to build relationships by joining groups.
Right.
I went on LinkedIn looking for some groups and stuff to join, right? Because groups are a great way to reach out, move beyond, my own ecosystem, and integrate myself into some others. So group up. That's why I put on there. Got social media, well, for Facebook, LinkedIn. Get in some groups. You know what? Follow some hashtags on Twitter. I started jumping into, the cryptocurrency, community, because I'm dabbling a little bit in that now, and meeting some really cool and interesting people. Some really cool
Right.
and interesting people. So get in some groups, man. Group up, and you can really generate some relationships. And again, it's not about getting business. It's about generating relationships, because relationships are what will ultimately lead to business. So the intention has to be genuine, and it's not just about I'm only going to do this in order to get business. It's do this because you can build relationships, and relationships lead to business. Right? What is it that you always say, Carlos? If they like me, love me, trust me, what is it?
If they like you, trust you, and believe in you, they'll buy from you.
There you go. That's it.
They got,
Get to know me.
Obviously, your family and friends usually like you, and they usually trust you. Your family trusts you. Usually they like you. I can't say that for everyone, but if they like you, trusting you, believe in you, they'll buy from you.
Yeah.
And building that relationship up, like-minded. I learn things from other people that are in the same type of business as me. I'm always trying to learn something, and I'm always trying to help people out in the same business too. People are trying to make it. And so even if it's like-minded people, even if it's people doing the same thing as you, what are they doing? How are they doing it? And get creative. And do something better. Or you got to learn your competition, and you got to be friends with your competition, and and then you got to just see what they're doing. Maybe you do something like you, Stephen. There's other agents out there or there's other loan officers out there that don't do some loans that you do.
Right.
Absolutely. There's agents out there. I'll tell you this right now. There's agents out there that don't do commercial real estate. Right. And I can guarantee you I'm going to hit every single one of those agents out there that don't do commercial. And because they can refer me their commercial business.
That's right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
So, and that's what's going to help you, because those people know you. If they know you, they like you, and they trust you, then they'll refer business to you. So you could be like-minded people.
That's right. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And the last one, is the one I always like to save the best for last, and that's got business cards. If you got business cards, you got opportunities, right? You got business cards, you got opportunities. So obviously, mail and copy prints help me convert. It's a beautiful card, right? Beautiful card that I have, but they help me convert it to what I would say a beautiful functional card, right?
Functional.
Functional card. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Gotta be
and
functional.
So, yeah, functional. And so this is a card that I will leave this business card at every gas station and store that I go in. Every time I go somewhere, I'm going to, if it's a coffee shop and they got a cork board, I'm putting it in there. I want the Dairy Queen. They have a cork board. I took my wife to this little wine spot with music one time in downtown Lee Summit. In the bathroom, they had a cork board. So I drop them the business cards everywhere. I go to Quick Trip. I'm at the cash register. I pay them, and I drop a couple business cards every time I go there. Guess what? Every time I go back in, they're never still sitting there. I mean, someone's grabbed that business card, right?
Yeah.
So we got business cards. We drop them somewhere. That's going to generate some calls. I got a lady that called me the other day. I have no clue where she came from. No clue. It might have been from a business card, and I'll ask her when she fills out her application, but I have no clue. And you know what? That's the best kind of leads. The ones you have no clue where it came from, right? That means you're doing something right, right?
Yeah, and I love it. I love it. I mean, I don't care. Yeah, that's the biggest part is people, it's the basic things. How do you get business? People walking in your place. If you don't have a retail location, then you got to get them ringing your phone. You got to get your phone ringing. And that was my biggest thing ever since I was 18 years old is I got to figure out a way to either shake hands. If we can't shake hands in this COVID, then find some other way. If you can't shake hands, then then go talk to people. Don't shake their hands. Go talk to them. If you can't be in front of them, then figure out a way. And you don't have a retail location, then get your phone ringing.
Right.
You got to figure out a way to get your phone ringing every minute of the day, every hour of the day. You got to start. You got to do it. Even if it's 4 hours a day, get your phone ringing. Somebody calling you. You got to figure out how to get that phone ringing every hour of the day.
Absolutely.
And multiple calls. That phone's got to ring, ring, ring. I don't care if you if you're continuously on the phone for 8 hours a day and it's ringing. That means people are wanting business from you or have questions, want quotes.
That's what this podcast is all about, is ways and ideas in order for people to get the telephone ringing, Yeah. And I told you, I sent out on July 4th, I sent out 40 messages. I got 40 messages back of Happy July. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Again, they remember. Now they know, oh, you know what? When I'm ready for that mortgage, that's Steven. He always texts me on the holidays. That's right. That's why you don't get forgotten. That's why my neighbor, when his wife forgot that I did it, he remembered when she mentioned it to him. Oh, wait a minute. Steve does that. Right. And so we have to, that activity will lead and yield opportunities to get our phone ringing every day.
And if you figure out a way, it could be multiple things. It doesn't have to be just holidays. School's coming back. Hey, you guys ready for school? You guys need anything? Ask the people. Be generous. Help out.
Right.
There's school. If they have kids and they, the kids are going back to school, or there's something going on with, especially like this, you want to follow up with them and call them and say, hey, good luck in school. I text my kids, I'll text my kids or call my kids and say, hey, good luck at, their first day of school, or good luck at, I know you're starting school here soon. Good luck, or, let me know if you need anything, and, it could be school, school's coming up, Labor Day's coming up, hey, take some time off, every single thing that it could be happening, Easter, back to school, 4th of July, anything that's coming up, you can use that to your advantage to have a reason to call and stay in front of people.
That's right. Absolutely. You got it. So how do you generate business this coming week? Well, you got a phone, you got social media, you got friends and family. Let them know what you do. We got business cards. Drop those things anywhere you go. And then, of course, you got friends. And a great way to generate business is to collaborate with our friends and whatever they're doing to kind of help cross promote that. Do some co-location stuff. Do some collaboration. Hey, what a great way. Promote both of our stuff, and we can help both and each other grow our business. So collaboration is the last one that I wanted to talk about. You got some cards there, huh?
So I'm going to graduation. I'm going with these cards, and I'm gonna try to come back with these cards with some other ways. The biggest stack.
Yeah, so stack for stack, right? Stack for stack. So if we take this many, we should come back with that many, right?
Yeah. And the thing is it's just like graduation. I mean, you gotta go and meet new people, or you gotta see new people. There might not be that many people there, but you gotta meet every single one of them. Let them know who you are and what you do.
Right. That's right. Absolutely. So, Carlos, I know you got graduation today. Excited about that. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So we won't hold you. I thought this would be a real good topic to kind of jump in as we say goodbye to July and hello to August. And
That's right.
hopefully everyone's getting ready for it. It's graduation time, but it's also getting time to be back to school time. So,
So
this
what
is time to really hit it.
we got 5 months left of this
Yeah.
year.
5 months. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's been rough for people, and I totally understand. It's been totally rough.
Yeah.
People saw 2020 and they're like, "Man, this is the year. This is the number 2020." But you got to stay strong, and you got 5 months, 5 months left.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta push it out there.
We got to hit it. We got to hit it hard. And there's no excuses. I talked to a realtor the other day, and she's like, you know what? Getting the leads and finding the leads ain't no problem. The problem is converting those and being able to have someone help me follow up on them and stuff like that. And, and she follows a very similar model. I'm certain because generating leads is not a difficult problem for her at all. She can get leads, right? Because she probably utilizes the social media. She utilizes her phone. She touches her friends and family. She gives out her business cards. Very simple model. So we just got to get out there and do it. And then we got to follow up because we ain't calling and responding to posts. We're not responding to messengers. We're not responding to text messages or emails or calls. Then it doesn't matter what activity we do. We got to follow up. And so I'll let you go, my friend. Where can we find you? I know we've got a great slide that I'll put on here. Where can we find you?
Google. Look at all those. Look at all those. You can find me on Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest. I have some fun stuff on there. So, but yeah, you can Google me, Carlos Ceballos Hustle, and you can find me.
Right on. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Trying to be more intentional with my activity on LinkedIn and Twitter, and and also YouTube. So that's where you can find me.
Periscope.
And
you're
Periscope,
rocking
yes.
Periscope.
Yeah, Periscope. Yes. Yes.
So,
and you can also find me at fountainmortgage.com. Loan officer, and then 4ahome.loan, www.4ahome.loan. So you can find there's no reason.
You can also, this number that's right above me is 913-703-7000. You can call us or you can text us any time you want.
That's right. 913-703-7000. You can certainly reach out to us on that number, text to chat. Call anytime you want. We'll be happy to assist, answer any questions. Drop some comments, share it. Let's get some reach out there on this video as you guys have always done. We appreciate it. Carlos, have a good time, my friend. Congratulations again. We'll talk with you.
All righty. We'll see you later.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. So Carlos had to go to a graduation. Happy graduation, by the way, to everybody else that is celebrating. I'm so glad that we were able to get those in. There was some concern. I know that about getting the graduation ceremonies in. So I'm really glad to see that they're getting done. Such an important and special time. But I just wanted to take one last minute to again remind you guys, that there's definitely ways to generate business. Our phone is a huge database. Just going through and calling everyone and texting everyone in our phone, by itself is going to generate some business. And then group up, get in some groups, get involved in some groups, get in there and collaborate with some people, develop some relationships. Family and friends, they should all know what we do. Drop those business cards all over the place, and if you want to get some unique business cards, poker chips are another great way to put your information on a poker chip. You can drop that thing anywhere, just like your business card, and it'll amaze you who picks them up and who reaches out and where they found them. And then we've got friends. Listen, friends are in different industries, different businesses. Collaborate, do some cross marketing, do some cross collaboration. It brings exposure to both of us, right? So if you got friends, find some opportunities to do some stuff together, and that's gonna generate some business as well and get you some exposure. All this is about exposure, but again, as we said before, if we don't follow up, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if we don't follow up on the stuff that we're doing, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you right now, I probably will get 1 to 2 deals a week. And it's just simply because somebody didn't follow up. They didn't make a call. They didn't follow up on their commitment. They didn't do what they said they were going to do. Just 1 or 2 a week is all it takes. All it takes. If I get 1 deal a week, that's 50 deals a year. I can live off of that. So, I don't know about your business, but, just 1 deal a week from following up, I can live with that. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. We're going to go ahead and end the Follow-Up Friday. This is episode 37. We've been doing this for 37 weeks. Right through COVID. So hopefully everyone is safe. And we'll get ready to start school here pretty soon. So take care, guys. Let me know if you got any questions and reach out. 913-703-7000, or you can reach me on any of the platforms, fountainmortgage.com, and also 4ahome.loan. Thanks so much. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.